Good morning and welcome back to Coastal Resin and Glitter. It is a bright, sunny, cold day in Florida today, high in 52. And I know that's a heat wave for some of you, but for us down here, I'm freezing. I'm in a sweatshirt. I've got to get this going today. I am going to combine two projects, which all fall on Wednesday. First is Coasting Through the Week, which we are going to do, Coasting Through the Week. But also, Coasting Through the Week this week is February 25th. And the 25th of every month is the day that I also do Christmas. So we're going to do a little bit of a twist for Coasting Through the Week. And I'll show you that. Right now I'm going to go get, I think I'm going to do 12 ounces of clear. Because right now I'm mostly going to use just clear. I think I'll put a little bit of Dianka pours quartz in the bottom of this just as a thin coat, just kind of like a backing already in place. And these will be clear. This I might do a color. I am not sure, but let me go back, get the resin going. I am going to be using 4-hour Let's Resin 4-hour today so that I can get this done. I've got an appointment at this afternoon that I've got to get to, so I want to get this going, and then when I come back, hopefully it's at least in the tacky stage where I can start some of this over here. So all right, let me put you on hold for a minute and I will be BRB. Okay, I'm back. I ended up doing just a tad bit over 16 ounces. I figure I'll find something to put all this in. And of course, and the fast cure wasn't on the heat mat, so it is cold and it's going to be full of bubbles. And as always, make sure that you stir the sides. Let me get this down. Somehow I've got to figure out how to get the camera position better. Okay, as I sit here at this table, although I'm standing right now, but I also, and then at the back counter I stand, kind of like, prefer standing. I sometimes that's the easier thing to do, but anyway, make sure that you scrape the sides and the bottom good. And I did mix this for 5 minutes, but it's still, because it's so cold, I'm going to have to find my other seed mat. I've got two. This seed mat that's over there now is full of resins, different resins. And I wanted to use the 4-hour today. And don't want to really color that one mold, but maybe I'll take the time to use a finger cut and get some green into it. All right. I can't tell. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to stick this whole thing in the pressure pot because most of this is going to be clear. These, I'm not sure what these take as full, but I'm just wanting a little base coat. So I'm going to do 2 ounces. I'm going to do 2, because I do want a little bit of color in those. I don't have, that's not clean enough to use. I didn't get to it, darn. Let's see. Okay, let's put, when it bubbles up, which we know it's going to bubble up, that's not a good thing either. So let me put it into a 8-ounce cup. find one that's not got goodies in it. Okay. Sorry, guys. Dropping things all over the place. Trying to get organized here. I've got, I don't know if I mentioned, my Temu little cart that sits next to me here. Got here. And of course, when you get that stuff from Temu, that's put together. But actually, it was so much easier than the last thing I got to put together from there. It didn't take me only maybe 10 minutes at the absolute most to do it. So anyway, I'm going to go put this in the bubbler, or in the vacuum chamber, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back. I've got them in the debubbler. I've got a timer set for 3 more minutes. While I'm doing that, because I know I'm going to see what it'll do. Okay, time for me to go check the time. I'm going to leave that fade into the inside of it. What can go wrong besides everything? I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I am going to put it, this little cup is really clear. I am going to put just a little, no, I shouldn't say just a little. Is there ever just a little? I'm going to put quartz in here because you'll see when I get to doing what I want to do for here, why I want a quartz look as opposed to the white. And I'm going to try to stir this in so that I should have put it in, I know, should have, could have done it ahead of time. And just put it in the debubbler, vacuum chamber, whatever we want to call that crazy thing. That, see, that's isn't that pretty? Even as quartz. And okay. Now let me see if I can get. Like I say, I just want to coat the bottom of these because I've got other things planned. I'm not interested in filling it up yet. When I get back from the doctor's appointment, then I will get into, hopefully, well, it's 4-hour cure. I wouldn't be able to demold anything, but I can work on, well, no, I can't because I need the other. Sorry. Nothing wrong with talking to yourself, is there? The old saying is you can talk to yourself. It's just be concerned when you start answering yourself. Maybe I should start being concerned. Hear beeping noise outside somewhere. Must be somebody backing up. Okay, so that can be cleaned out for future use. Let me get this stick wiped off. And Mr. Spam is calling again. I don't answer those guys. I'm sorry. It was heard a long time ago that you don't even shut it off because then they know that there's somebody live there. I just let it ring, and if it's a real call, they'll leave a message. Generally, it's people that want to loan me hundreds of thousands of dollars. Only thing is I have to pay it back. Okay. Boy, it is so cold. It isn't very often that it's too cold in this place here. And let me see if I can just move it around. And then I've got to use the scribe to go around it to make sure I don't have any bottom bubbles. Don't want any bubbles on our bottoms. And I see what could be a fisheye? No? Yeah? That's odd. I've got plenty in there. Okay. Let me wipe this off again. And I probably was absolutely insane to have poured how much I poured, because I'm going to have a lot of clear and not much to do with it. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Okay. And this being 4-hour cure, I've got and it being cold. Okay. That's that. Okay, these are going to be clear. And as much as I hate to spray down in the crystal molds, this is so cold that I don't know that it won't get bubbles. Oh my, this isn't taking as much as I thought it was going to take. Anybody need any extra clear today? Ooh, see that big bubble? I know I'm going to go get, I know what I'll get out. Wow. And run it around the edge. I like to run it around where the crystals are. I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. Wow, come on. I don't want this to be full of bubbles, guys. If this is full of bubbles, I'm gonna cry. Look at all the bubbles that are still in there. Shoot. And this was all really, really, really bubbled out. Okay, let me go get a couple other things. And a green. What kind of green do we want today? This kind of green. Wild ivy green. I guess we'll use that. Dianka pours wild ivy green. And then, because this is the 25th, that it is also the day that I do Christmas things every month. Let's see how many of these I can get poured before let's do a couple. I don't want to wind up not having enough for here. And there's something in my white. Doggone it. Come on. Stay in there. Gotcha. Okay. Again, I don't know. I don't like spraying these. I have. Okay. And I don't remember this one, whether or not it has a, yeah, it does. See that bubble? I don't know. You guys probably didn't see the bubble that just popped up. Let me see if I can pick this up without spilling it. And there's a bubble right there. Yeah, the nose. Down in there. I think that's the only place that on that one Let me look at what I've got here before I pour. Well, let me finish pouring this guy so he can be... Sorry. Gotta... Okay, come on. There you go. I was watching one of my videos and I thought, gosh, Gloria, you gotta get more into the center of the table. Okay, and these are handmade molds, so you don't need to fill them up like you're gonna dome them, like we do all the other things that we dome. Wow, I'm not gonna be happy with this. I'm gonna wish I hadn't done it today. I'm gonna pour a little bit more, and then I'm gonna put these guys in the debubbler or in the vacuum chamber. Okay. I'm going to put these guys in the vacuum chamber. I will be BRB. Oh boy, they are bubbling like crazy. I'm going to put a little bit more in these and put them back into the bubbler. I've got something else in there right now debubbling. I've got to find my other seed mat because this is crazy. This is all these bubbles just because it's too cold is insane, and I don't want to mess things up. And look at that's got a bubble coming up there somewhere from someplace right there. Okay, BRB. Okay, I got them back in the pressure pot again. This is the Quartz white for these two coasters for coasting through the week that we are going to dress up. And from my understanding, as long as I'm using a coaster, I can do other things with it. I hope that's right. When I post it, if it's not right, they'll let me know, and I have no problem with that. If it can't be shown, that's fine. This isn't the tree that I wanted, but this is the tree that I'm going to use. I can't. I know this must be this. I think I've got another one just like this, and I can't. I've got to just take the time to sit out here and go through my... I don't want to get this green into my crystal trays because that will mess up my adventure. And I did this last year and I love the way the trees turn out, because I will use the Dianka pour white to pour in here. I actually could use the crystal. That might be prettier because it's got a little bit of that crystal effect that snow would have. Yeah, I could have poured more crystal. Darn. Anyway, whether I get this at this point, because I'm got to get what I've got in the vacuum chamber poured, finished pouring, so that those can be done, and I can get this done. So that by tonight I can work on at least getting enough done so that it's done by tomorrow, so I can get it posted. I meant to come out last night and work, but I'm thinking, this is crazy. Okay, now that I just used my glove, Dianka pour Wild Ivy into the tree, and then I'm going to pour white if I should have enough left over. And I'm going to go check my pressure pot again. I will be right back. BRB. All right, I'm back. I need to get my pressure pot up and going because even with all that time in the vacuum chamber and they were bubbling like crazy, I still have bubbles. And I hope they're not on the surface. All I can say is, if they are, they will go out as obviously demos that aren't perfect. But this is disappointing. Very disappointing, and I know you guys, I do it again, see? Trying to work so that, and I need to, my bottom of these are sticky. I should have put paper towel underneath them. Finish pouring these guys and hope that bubbles surface and don't cause too much of a issue with what I got here. It's just discouraging. And I'm not going to have enough for the tree. I don't think I've got enough for the tree. I'm almost certain I don't have enough for the tree. I probably could have used what I put in the icicle. But let's pour the tree and see where it goes. I might have a short tree. There's nothing wrong with a short tree. Not with what I got planned for it anyway. Gosh, the mail's been here already. I gotta get going. Gotta be at the doctor's at 2:45. Oh, this is discouraging. Oh, this is really discouraging, guys, with so many. I think I'm going to move something I know I'm not going to use today off the mat and put the deep pour or the fast cure on it so that I can use the fast cure with, hopefully should give it a few hours, should give it enough time. It's not hot, but it's very comfortably warm. And I know you guys can't see me pouring this tree. Sorry about that. Okay, so the tree is minus its last row of the boughs of the tree, which again, like I said, for what I'm going to use it for, is not a big deal. Okay. Goodness. Find a place to put things. And look at all the bubbles coming up, guys. Can you see them? I know you can see them. Goodness. What did I do with with this new thing here I've got? I'm putting everything away and I can't find it. I don't know about you guys, but even when I was working as a secretary, I knew I had my notes and I knew just exactly what note I needed. What? Come on, you're not out of fuel. That was dumb. I had just sprayed it, didn't I? Don't spray and then torch. Did you see the fire, guys? Oh, I'm not happy with all the bubbles that are going to show up in this thing. And darn, I wanted to paint it white. Shh. I don't want a clear tree. Oh my gosh, Gloria. You are insane, girl. You think I can empty this out? I'm probably the first one that's ever done this, huh? Ever emptied out a mold just to refill it again in about 5 minutes, but with color. See? Just stick around with me long enough. You'll see all the crazy little things. Now the tree is going to be shorter. The tree will be shorter. Oh well. Let's get this quartz. I put Dianka pours quartz in it, white quartz. And it kind of sprayed all over. Let's see if I can get more of the tree color out so that the quartz will go up there. No. All right, guys. I'm trying to mix it with what's down there left. If there's anybody on here that's interested in knowing how to flub something up, send them to my channel. Okay, now let's repour with quartz, and we will have a shorter tree. That's all right. But it'll be white with some glistening in it. Okay. I used it all, and I didn't even have to do the frame, or that frame that I colored. I'll have to do that later on. And I'm not going to worry about the mess on top of that right now. Let's see if I can. You know, all these, I know all these branches are going to have I know, I'm messing it up. It looks like we're stirring frosting. Okay. I think I've got another mold of this tree, and I think the last time I did it, every branch had a bubble on the end of it. Just like this one right here. This one right here is going to be completely missing. No, it's not, because I'm going to stick this stick down in there. my gosh. Oh well. If I have to redo this tree, I will redo the tree. If you can't laugh at yourself, who do you got to laugh at? Okay, guys. What do you want, Willow? I'll tell you what, anybody wants a garden pruner for their backyard, let me know. Willow's excellent at pruning bushes. The only ones she hasn't pruned are the ones I'd really like pruned, and those are those stupid rose bushes that blossom all the time that probably are dead now because of the frost. She's pruned my poinsettia down to nothing. She just see her chewing on the Thai plant down to nothing. The roots are underground, so it may grow up to be a beautiful bush. Who knows? Who knows? Can't get mad at her. She's a puppy. And she's a dog. And dogs do crazy things. Okay. All right. I am going to leave it as it is, guys. There's nothing I can do about this tree. If it's full of missing branches again, like it was the first time, I'm just going to pitch it. I'm not going to mess with it. It took me hours. It did turn out looking good, but it took me hours. And those things, I'm not sure which one it is I want. I want the one with the top hat. That's the snowman, these two. I want the one with the top hat. So I will figure that one out. Okay. You seen the mess for this morning? All right. I can't touch the camera to turn you off, I don't think. Maybe my baby finger hasn't got anything. Toodles, BRB. When we demold. No. Yeah. I'm back. It is time that we can unmold already. This was fast today. It's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon. For me, that's early. See this? I'm going to leave these on. These are still warm. They're I am going to put gloves on because I don't want to mess up either one of these things. These look like gloves that I've worn before and turned them inside out. No? Oh, it is so cold, girls, guys, everybody. I am freezing. Oh. Just looking at the news after I got home from my appointment, and the Mackinac Bridge is closed again today for the 5th day. Falling ice from its upper parts. His I guess it's a boy bridge from the upper wires, and it's a suspension bridge. You know, you can feel that bridge move. It is crazy. It's beautiful, but it's crazy. I'm afraid to pull on this because it is still warm. I don't want to distort the head and trying to And he's got a scarf in there somewhere. I don't remember if this is the, I think this is the one that I really wanted to use. Maybe I just need to wait a little longer. It looks like it kind of cleared out on the inside as far as bubbles. I only maybe see a few, but the nice thing about the crystals, when there's crystals on them like these have, you don't really see the bubbles unless they come to the surface. Oh, gracious sakes. I gotta say, that nail glue that Michelle said she uses, that is the best stuff on earth. Wow. Well, let me try the shorter one, see if I can get that one better. This is a tree. Yeah. Oh, gracious, I am so sorry, guys. It seems like every time I come out here, I start getting the sniffles. I almost think maybe I need to give it another hour. Maybe to cool down. Oh no, this guy's loose. Ah, he's pretty. Oh gosh, I ripped my gloves. He's pretty. Looks gorgeous. Look at the sparkle in that tree. And most, it looks like the bubbles come to the surface, okay? That spark, look at, can you see it in the light? That is sparkly. I need another glove. I ripped this one. Let me get a new glove. All right.
Want me to open this?
What is it? What's it from?
It looks like a birthday card.
Who's it to?
Both of us. GLORIAPEEK and Ryan Ranger.
From Scott Hall, whoever that is. That, you can open it. It's not a birthday card. Somebody wanting to buy my house. I'll sell it. 600,000, and you can have the furniture and everything. I'll walk away and start anew. And I say that, and they just laugh and don't bother me again. Oh, come on. Oh, my goodness. I think it's just, I've got to wait for...
It's home buyers.
I told you.
Trash.
Trash, yep. Oh, the little ones that were thin are really thin. Those are like little feelers. That's all right. Let's see if I can, I don't know if I can get this one out yet. I don't think I can get this one out either. I'm going to have to give this about another hour, I think, to cool down. It's too warm. These I'm not doing anything with because, as far as taking out, because I need to, what I'm doing, I'm going to do on here. Come on, I don't want to lose the scarf, guys. Oh, that come out. Ooh, and I got the scarf, and I got the nose. And I think I could have filled it a tiny bit more, but that is all right. Look at that. Perfect. And he is bendy. I'll have to lay him down and let him be flat for a while. All right. Well, this is part of my coasting through the week on Wednesday. That happens to be also the 25th. So we're combining it, and you'll see what I'm going to do with the coasters. So I'm going to give this about another hour or so to warm up before I really get serious with pulling it out, I think. I know this has got lots of all those little prongs, little things. See, in this I'm not worried about with what I'm going to do. It's not even going to show. I don't know if I can. I'm a little bit afraid to put too much pressure on the backside because of it being so bendy yet. I'm getting stuff all over the coasters that I don't want on the coasters. Okay, enough. I'm going to give another hour. We will be back. BRB. All right, I'm back. I managed to get these out. I have to squirt them a little bit, and they did end up just popping right out. This is the one that I want with the plain, but this is the other snowman that's got the crystally head also. They're so cute. Love these guys. So this will be used for something else another time with the tree. I'm not going to use the tree this time either. Wasn't sure what we were doing here, what I was doing, but I've got what I want. See, I got these and they're expensive lights, but one was already broke. This one isn't on there very good. And they were connected to an electrical on and off thing so you could actually light them up. I just took it off. I don't want it lit up. I'm going to put it back here and here, and then I'll show you what else I'm going to do. So this is our coasting through the week. This is what I'm doing with a coaster today because it is also the 25th. And the 25th is celebrating Christmas. So the other coaster, I'm going to do something very simple. I'm just going to put a DVTS on here. I've got a few stars that I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get them secured on there because I'd kind of like them just like that. If I can get this off. And I didn't bring my glasses out here, go figure. Not that they're all that good, but sometimes they're better than nothing. So anyway, it is getting cold. It's supposed to be down in the 30s tonight. You know, our trees and our vegetation down here in Florida, it can't take this, and there is so many dead palm trees. It's kind of sad when you see all the dead stuff. And Willow, you gotta quit going in and out. It's cold. Stay out. Either stay in or stay out. One or the other. If you're gonna stay in, you gotta lay down and be still. Be good. You've had your dinner. No reason to be all this anxious bit about you. And I gotta try to figure out how to get this. That's not sharp enough to get into here. No, you just came in. Lay down, take a nap, take a chill pill. Oh, come on. And I lost a nail. It's probably in one of the gloves in the garbage. Must be time for me to spend tomorrow morning doing my fingers before I do anything else. Come on. Come on. Be right back. And of course, as soon as I say be right back, it comes right off, doesn't it? Now, I want to get this as close to center as I can. Just the bottom edge, and then carefully. One of the stars got caught in the tape, so that won't stay there. Oh, maybe it will. I try not to get it attached to the sticky stuff. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Now I got another one attached to it. There. Okay. So And you just have to lift this up, and you do it rolling it, not lifting, rolling it off. This is tight. This one is very tight. And I'm just going to put a clear with some sparkly on top for a top coat for this, and that will be our plano coaster. And then the other one, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to decorate it. And that'll be our coasting through the week, and it just happens to be on the 25th. It happens to be Christmas in February. Okay, now the stars. I don't know how I'm going to get them to stay put, but I am going to try my best to have them stay put. And then these little twinkly little things, they'll just go kind of all over, I guess. These are actually shaker stuff that I've got. I probably should get another. Maybe I know I've got small candy canes. Where did I put them? Oh, knowing me, that's one of them. Oh, no, here they are, right here. So I've got small candy canes, so I'll put one over there on that side. Oh my gosh. Now, I was into this box at Christmas time, so I know that there's no tape on it. Oh my goodness. And do we like the candy cane that way, or do we like it the other way? See, we'll do that candy cane there, and maybe it needs two of these. Do I have a smaller one? Let's see, is there a smaller? Yeah, I see a smaller one right in this bottle. I can just figure out how to get to it. I just want a smaller. Is this smaller? Yep, it is. And that's all I want. Just something small. Oh, it's not much smaller, but it is smaller. Yeah, none of the other ones are any smaller. Well, yeah, there is one that's much smaller. And I think that's the one I want. Yep. The much smaller one. Okay, so that'll be our coaster for coasting through the week on February 25th, Christmas in February. And so I'm just going to put clear over top of that, and hopefully that will stay. And maybe if I can get some of the stars to come down this way. Come on. Where did that star go? There's two of them there. If I had my glasses on, I could see that there was two of them there. Okay. Stay put. Okay. There. Okay, and I hope I'm not in your way. I'm trying to be aware of where the camera's at, guys. Trying hard. Okay. And then there's a tiny candy cane and some little sprinkles. You know, some good stuff. Okay, so that's what that'll look like, hopefully, after I get the resin poured onto it. And I haven't even poured any yet, which I probably should do. And I meant to bring out, Be right back. All right, I'm back. I have stirred it's just shy of 4 ounces is what I had left of the Promise UV Art Epoxy. So I'll be ordering some of that. Welcome back. It is time for demolding. Basically, demolding. When I've been going to put a top coat on this coaster here. I'm using Promise, get it under the film here, under the camera here. Promise 1 hour cure. I've already got it mixed for 3 minutes. I'm going to put it on top of here. This is what you will get when it is finally demolded, but I needed a little bit of a top coat. Done 3 ounces, and it's already getting warm. That's probably more than what I will need. If it is more than what I need, I have got Enoki Octopus ink here that I'm going to color the remaining little bits of it with, and maybe I won't have any left. This is taking it all. Okay. Well, I was going to put a little bit, I might have drips. I might have enough to drizzle, which isn't a bad thing. I think it's domed, and that's all I need to have. And I've got like drizzles. I'm going to try something. Unmolding this is simple. This is our thing, and it's, this is all it takes to demold it. And all of the snow is hard. It's white, it's pretty, it's sparkly. It kind of banks up where you want it to bank up. That's the simplest way to make the snow effect. Now, I've got just a drizzling amount. I'm going to try something. I might screw this all up, but I've got Enoki, and I'm going to put just a little. If I can get less than a drop, that's all I need. That's a drop. Don't need anything more than that. I am going to mix this up, and I'm going to try putting some snow banks, see if it'll show up. I don't know, might not be enough to do anything with, but seeing how my clear kind of took over the, I might not have put enough in to really get the effect that you kind of want with snow. Let me see if I can turn this around and maybe get the back side. I've got a few drips left. You know, snow banks up on trees, and that's kind of what I'm wanting to do with just this little bit that's left here. And it's already, it is another cold morning in Florida. It was in the 30s last night. And this is kind of all I'm really looking for, is just something that will give the effect of maybe a little bit of banks. If I had, I could have put a little bit more white in, I think, but I didn't want to go completely crazy. But that's it. That gives me all the, oh, it did shoot. I went over the edge here. Seems like that's all I do is go over the edge of things. Oh my gosh. See, I got a little puddle there. And this table is level. I don't get it. This table is level. My truck, my sprinkling of my little bit of diamond crystal last night was a little heavy, so the truck looks like it's going through a snowstorm, which is kind of pretty typical for this time of year up at that time of year up there, up north. Not so much down here, but anyway, we got a little bit of extra on there. Not a big deal. So anyway, I will post pictures. I've got it pretty much already edited, except for I'm going to put the face, give me an hour, put the face on the snowman, take some pictures, put the face on our icicle guy, and I can't touch him now that I've used both hands with the thing. Our icicle guy, I'll put his face on him. I'm not going to do anything else. He's an icicle. And it's cold enough in Florida for an icicle right now. So anyway, we will be back later on with a new video. Toodles. Hey guys.